What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Fandoms Anonymous. Glad you're here joining us today. Now, a while back, I said that I wasn't going to do any more Arrow reviews, and this video is not an Arrow review. Today, we're talking about Prometheus, and we're asking the question: is Prometheus Arrow's greatest villain? Is Prometheus the greatest Arrow villain? However way you want to phrase it. But is this man, Prometheus, aka Agent Chase, aka Prometheus, the best villain we have seen on Arrow? Now, let's make a claim. Now, the reason I said I wasn't going to do any more weekly Arrow reviews back a couple of months ago, if you haven't checked out my Arrow and Supergirl rant, it's here on the Fandoms Anonymous page. It's because I did not like the way the season was going. Now, they have picked it up a bit with the whole reveal that Agent Trace is Prometheus and all of that of what else is going on. But it's the matter of the show was just so slow, and it was bringing us episodes that we really didn't need, like the Wild Dog episode and all of that. I mean, yeah, we want to know about the characters, but it felt like it started to drag, and I just was not happy with it. So I said I was going to stop reviewing Arrow weekly. But I do have to talk about Prometheus because Agent Chase is diabolical. He's mental. Something is really wrong with Agent Chase. Now, when we compare Arrow villains, we have to go back to some of the greats. We got Deathstroke, aka Slade Wilson. We have Damien Dhark, We have Ra's al Ghul, however you want to say it. Don't jump on me in the comments. However you want to pronounce the demon head's name, that's how you can pronounce the demon head's name. But this, to me, puts Prometheus, aka Agent Chase, whatever you want to call him, he's number one for me. Now, let's go to the lesser known, or the lesser used, or the crappiest villains. Damien Dhark. Damien Dhark was pretty good towards the beginning, but the way he went out was horrible. Now, Damien Dhark is better on Legends of Tomorrow than he ever was on Arrow. Let's go to Deathstroke. Deathstroke, he was very mental as well. He was one of those grudge villains. He had a grudge. He wanted vengeance on Oliver Queen. But, and who was another villain that he's faced? With Deathstroke was season 2, Ra's al Ghul, I forgot about him just that fast. Ra's al Ghul, that was a very strategic villain. That season was very strategic, and I liked that season a lot, but I didn't see him as a real deal diabolical hardcore villain. But even with that being so, Agent Chase, he is the master of plotting. I mean, when you look at what he plotted, it kind of doesn't make sense at the beginning, especially the episode, and it got kind of aggravating for me, but it did drive it home at the end when he kept trying to get Oliver to say what it was that he wanted to hear before he released him, and what he was trying to get Oliver to realize, that he kills because he wants to. Now, when Oliver first became Arrow, or the Hood, he killed Agent Chase's father. Agent Chase's father was on Robert McQueen's list of bad people that he was going to go through Starling City, which is what it was called at that time, to take out. He said this was the list of bad people, and so happens to be Agent Chase's father was on it. Now, Agent Chase is willing to go the extra mile to prove a point. I mean, this man will stop at nothing to prove a point. The difference between him and Deathstroke is Deathstroke was ready to kill any and everybody that had anything to do with Oliver. Agent Chase wanted to torture this man mentally, spiritually, physically, and emotionally. And nobody has died yet. So what we're looking at right now is Agent Chase has maneuvered on. He ended up stabbing his own wife just to keep his plan into fruition. Like, how do you just decide to stab your own wife? I don't get it. And he had a lot of different motives than Deathstroke. And for what he has brought to this season so far, it's made this season more exciting because he will go to the top just to get what he wants. And the thing about it is, he's the doggone district attorney. He's the district attorney. So he's working in the office with Oliver being the mayor. Just think about that tension. And it's the fact that Adrian Chase knows Oliver can't do anything to him because he's the mayor. Oliver even called up the Russian guy, Anatoly, to come and take Adrian Chase out. And when you just look at it, it's like Adrian Chase has the upper hand. Now, we don't know what's going to happen in the rest of the season. Arrow's coming back this week. And I want to see how this is all going to end. Are we going to get another mediocre death like they gave us with Deathstroke? Not Deathstroke, but Damien Dhark. Or is this going to end in a big catastrophic way? Who will die? Who will leave the show? What's going to happen? So we don't know, but what are your arguments? Do you think Prometheus is the greatest Arrow villain? If you think so, let me know below in the comments. And if you have anything else to say about the Arrow villains that we've had so far with all the seasons of Arrow, let me know in the comments as well. Let's conversate about it. But guys, if you don't know who we are, we're Fandoms Anonymous. That's FANDOMS We're all over social media. We're here on YouTube. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We're also on Facebook. Don't forget to join the group, join the discussions, and also like our Facebook fan page. Also, go to us on Twitter at anonymous_fan17 and follow us on Instagram at fandoms_anonymous17. We got a lot more content coming up. Got a lot more things we're doing on the Fandoms Anonymous channel. I'm sorry. It's a long night, guys, but work has to be done providing quality content to you all. And as I always say, if there is anything else, have a good one.